All right, and we're live. How you guys doing? We have Scotty Boy, or we just had Scotty Boy. We've got Steve-O, apparently. Hello to you, Steve-O. How you doing? My glasses are a little wet. I was doing some cleaning before I got on here. So we'll see how many people show up and what we end up talking about. And of course, Karen Lynn would appreciate not being here. I might talk about corporalites or coprolites. We'll have to see how it goes. It's kind of a late show, later than usual. I usually start at 3, so I might have lost a few people. Are you even still here? I think Steve-O is still here. Hey, Lucky, how you doing? Might start talking about coprolites because it's I don't know if you've seen. I can't remember if you've seen my new mud fossil. I'll call it coprolite. Really cool. Maybe a dino poop. I was hoping that Paradox Fossils would show up because he probably would be able to identify it and tell us what it consisted of. Hi, James. How you doing? So, other than him showing up and helping us, I've been looking online, trying to see if I can identify it, if it's like teeth or bones or vegetable matter or eyeballs, who knows, right? I'm hoping it's like a predator one, it's a T-Rex poop or something, but that would probably be huge. Maybe a little T-Rex poop. So, did you like the title? Politics or Verbal Scatology? Scatology is the study of feces. Let's search that up for you. It's a good word. Most people aren't familiar with it. So if you use it, you know, please stop your verbal scatology. I when I was a kid, I read the dictionary for fun, and you'd come across these terms that would stick out in your head, you know. So an interest or preoccupation with the excrement, with the excrement and excretion. Obscene literature that is concerned with excrement and excretion. I didn't know that. That's a new definition for me. What is the study of scatology? The study of excrement, ESP, in medicine for diagnostic purposes, paleontology of fossilized excrement. Obscenity or preoccupation with obscenity. I don't think that used to be in the definition. I do have an older dictionary to check in that, but yeah. Let's see how you guys are doing here. Who we got? Same thing? Yeah. What's the same thing? So I'm allowed to discuss. I've gotten 2 medical strikes, so we'll try and avoid that. But how are you guys doing today? There's not much in the news other than mass shootings. Those are coming up because of the election. So do you guys think they're triggering these people? Or what? What do you think's going on? I'm actually allowed to talk about that. Is this a CIA operation or is it a natural occurrence? that happens just before elections and allows them to push gun control. I don't know. It seems all too convenient and horrible at the same time. We've got people all over the place speaking out and exposing the inconsistencies, to say the least, in the whole thing. To allow them to happen, yeah, they had warnings from people about this gentleman a couple weeks before. They they had hey Paula, how you doing? They had a drill in his high school a few weeks ago. There's all too many coincidences in this thing. The police not going in, just pretty much allowing the situation to unfold. Yeah, they know what happens before it happens. I don't know if I'd agree with that. I think they do have likely outcomes, but knowing what happens before it happens, I think that's kind of like our gift, and they want that. But I see where you're going with that. Eventually, we'll be programmed, and you won't. They'll know the future because they'll just program it, right? Right? Human thought and human decision making is pretty much over, as far as Schwab's science director has said. Right? You making your own decisions is just kind of, that's so passe, you know. Oh, you got our grounding, eh? Yeah, they don't like that. Yeah, well, see, if you say that, Paula, that doesn't allow them to infiltrate the minds of 5-year-olds because they're not at that point yet, right? I'll try and avoid getting myself straight, but yeah. Yeah, exactly, Lucky, right? Yeah, shopping, all that. But the idea is to take that to the extent where we just program you what to buy. I don't even see the point of that because if they're able to program you to what to buy, what to think, why even have you buy stuff? You know, you could just have lines of people do anything with these people. You know, they're at your whim and command. Hi, Giant. How you doing? Yeah, exactly, James. That seems to be the what the plan. You know, they delayed it for as long as they could to allow as much death to happen as they could. You know, so yeah, we're being distracted too. Right now, the WHO is pushing through a treaty. Really lucky, yeah. I yeah. Why not? Right? They're pushing everything. And how far are they pushing? Are going to push the security measures, right, for different apps. Elon has new security measures he wants to implement, or he was going to implement on Twitter, which means that he's obviously got some type of new plan for how to track and trace and securitize your life, right? Yeah, usually reverse the strike. What's that? If you tell a YouTube rep that your legal team is going to be in contact, they will look and make sure that they can strike the channel for sure. It's good advice, Giant. Right. It's concerning how far they push. Well, they want to take it to its full extent, right? Don't they? Wouldn't you want to? If you are developing a technology, right? You want to take it to its furthest extent to see what you can do with it, right? So with security, you can go like we could think, okay, they're gathering what I look like. They're gathering how I walk. They're gathering how I use the device. They're gathering where I go. Many have. Excellent. Um, but how far do they go with that, right? With the biometrics. They listen to what you say. Are they starting to work on knowing what you think, right? You must mention your lawyer or legal team. Cool. Yeah, I don't know if they like. There's a lot of cases that they probably would have had to drop. You're probably right, Giant. How long does it take them to get to drop it? Like 7 days, right? Just a question, but yeah, with a funny tone to it. Does it take 7 days for them to get to drop it? You know, and how long before they get smart to that? But a lot of these cases, I don't think they would be able to take to court. They wouldn't. I don't think they'd win in a court battle. Okay, so they clear it in a year. Hi, Invisible Wings. How you doing? Most cases, it only takes a day. Eh? Just the threat of legal action is enough to make them reverse. That's it. That's good to know. Thank you, Giant. Yeah, my strike lasted. I had a strike for a week. I didn't know that you could. I didn't bother. I figured they're just a-holes. I had another channel too. I didn't get all the regular people there, but I got quite a few. Yeah, 5.5. No, no. But that's the idea, is to push consent to that age, right? They want to push the age of consent for all of these procedures and other things down to age 5, and as far as they can, right? Just the threat. Yeah. Yeah, good to see you too, Invisible Wings. Yeah, you'd be able to show that. But yeah, they're not much into reality lately, right? We have to live in this false reality, you know, until the rest of the people wake up. It's going to be a sea of bullshit, pretty much. Well, like Ooh. Here in Canada, we have hate speech laws. Speech is violence in Canada. The pronoun thing, the whole gender thing has taken that to the extreme in Canada. So, if you actually violate it. In Canada, yeah, I would have violated in Canada because I'm not supposed to talk bad about vaccines. So I actually did violate that. I don't know if that's enforceable, but it was an edict laid down by Justin Trudeau. Uh, and I think the tech companies have just followed it. So, just like all the other things they've done, right? Income tax not passed. They're using that. Um, right now we're under emergency powers. Yeah, it's still worth a try, right? Right now we're under War Measures Act, even though that hasn't been passed. Um, there's all kinds of things that they're doing right now that haven't passed through Parliament. Or, hey, that's mine. Get out of there. My cat is drinking my pineapple juice. Stop that. Yeah, that could happen. Yeah, I would agree with that probably. Yeah, that's true, Giant. Yeah. Well, if it even takes them time, if somebody has to actually look at it, that's going to cost them, right? So you're right. Yeah. Even by challenging, you're still costing them money. So that's a good point. And that's the only thing that really has any effect on these people is if you hurt their money. So if they have to hire more people to look at all of these complaints or rebuttals, then yeah, that'll start costing them. Just like they could have broken. Yeah, if we all contested them, they would be overwhelmed. Yeah. Um, when they did the give, send, go thing to the truckers here, if everybody had filed a return on their donation, it would have overwhelmed the banks, would have overwhelmed give, send, go, and probably broken that system. But unfortunately, we don't get enough participation in these types of things. That's the unfortunate part. But I think that a day is coming where that will happen because people are starting to wake up slowly. But overwhelming systems like that takes mass participation that we haven't seen yet. We tried to, when I was living in Burlington, we tried to oppose the Walmart from coming in because we knew it would destroy all the small business. But to no avail, it didn't work. There wasn't enough pushback. That's right. We're so divided, it's hard to get everyone to stand together. Yeah. And the propaganda is so strong. Like, you can just see it working, you know. It's uh, it's tough to watch, you know. Check something out here. Was an incel. Okay. So I even have a video coming up that he was an incel, which means kind of a targeted person at the shooter. Um, did you win the lottery? Yeah. Did you? I always fight the banks, the courts, etc. Nice. Most traffic tickets get dropped. Cool. That's awesome. Yeah, we have to start fighting back at these systems. It's a good idea, Giant. Hmm. Yeah, me too. Hopefully, we'll be millionaires there, Scotty boy. Right on. Nice, Steve-O. Are you a millionaire? I've won $50 a couple times. That's about it. Other than that, it's just a big waste of money for me. So, yeah. So I still wish Paradox fossils would show up. I haven't seen them for a little while. It's just a matter of picking it up. Yeah. Dropping in the interest of justice. Cool. $15. Party time on Steve-O, yeah. Look on the judge's face is, yeah. Now, do you have to learn the legal stuff or do you use your lawyer for this or what? Because that does sound like a lot of work learning all the legal jargon and how to do the law. And most people don't have the time. A lot of people don't have the time. It was my own lawyer. Cool. Hey, Edward, how you doing? What's up with the peeps on the interweb? I don't know. Keep calm and persistent, absolutely. Pick a beautiful place, I'll fly us all there. Nice, Scotty boy. Well, let's hope, eh? We can always live in the hope of a lucky strike. So you do need to be able to buy a lawyer or afford a lawyer. Now, were your legal costs covered if you won, or did you have to pay that as well? Oh no! Get out the winch or shovel. Oh, that's too bad, Edward. Well, I hope it gets out for you nice and easy. Oh, you didn't even need a lawyer. I thought you said you did. You just show up to the court. Okay. Yeah, that's a big whoops, Edward. I hope you have a winch or something or some come alongs you can use to pull it out with. Yeah, exactly. I've heard that, Giant. So there is quite a bit to learn about this, right? I've asked you to do videos on this, but you haven't. I don't think you've put any out. Like, we've got to learn from your experience. Let's see, where are we here? I think I did. Yeah, I modded you. Okay. Go to channel. So you got to post some videos about how you did these court cases and what happened. That would be awesome. So here's your channel. I'll post that. They put child on your court. Really? Ward of the state, I guess, eh? Hey, how you doing, DJ? Good to see you. Really? Hmm. Yeah, you should do a video and tell us all about that so that we can do it as well. I did defend myself in a. I hired a lawyer to do the paperwork for me, but I did the court myself, the courtroom proceedings myself. I don't know if that's the same thing because I still had a lawyer, right? So is that? I don't know if that would be the same. Probably not. Or my name? I said no, but I'm the legal representation of that trust. I probably threw him for a loop there, Edward. Go this way. Yeah, you can't hire a lawyer or a public defender at all. Okay. Yeah. Right, Scotty boy. We all need to know this stuff. You want to come up and tell us about it? I can share the link with you. Nice, Edward. So he said, "You're not the name on that trust." And I pointed to the clerk of the court and said, "Did she appoint you administrator of that trust?" And he said, "Yes." And I said, "Well, then you're Edward C. Swim." Nice, Edward. Yeah, the lawyers already work for the system. Yeah. That's really cool. Okay. Yeah, we'll set a date. Yeah, I'd like to have you up, Edward. I'd like to hear about your experience too. That's pretty awesome. That's a pretty simple explanation. Uh, but I guess that was all it took, eh? Right. You're not the, yeah, I'm not that account. I'm not that trust, right? We call it a trust. Excellent. Yeah, I may have to do that in the near future myself, Giant. Um, we have laws coming in that are basically the pre-crime law, where they can go back in your history and nice. Hmm. It was, yeah, I bet. See, he even had a comeback at you, Edward, and a lot of people. See, that would cave most people. That'd scare the hell out of me. Oh, now I'm being charged with practicing law, right? What kind of fine does that carry? What kind of jail time? Canada's pretty harsh. Right? You're forced there. That's awesome, Edward. Hmm. Yeah, representing yourself would be nerve wracking. It's hard for a lot of people. But yeah, like anything, good to get out of your comfort zone, and that's way out of most people's comfort zone. Wow, so you really came at you, eh? Interesting, Edward. See, we being prepared for all that stuff. You must be quick on your feet. Right? That's awesome. Yeah, lying at every point, right? Wow. Yeah. Rat bastards. Hmm. Yeah, that's a good possibility. Contempt of court, you know. Um, yeah, you got to know what you're doing for sure. You got to be quick. Wow, like prepared for any scenario that they could throw at you. All right, much love, Edward. Thanks for showing up, buddy. Oh, awesome, DJ. You gonna go for animation? Yeah. Isn't that a yeah, that's hilarious, Scotty boy. What are you going to college for there, DJ? Yeah, right. It's the citizen's responsibility to know the law. So you have to be a lawyer, really. Multimedia productions. That's awesome. That is cool. Good for you, DJ. I can't wait to see what comes of that. You got a year offense turned into a week work program after losing a big case. Wow. So I guess your videos are going to become much more active and colorful, maybe. The law and legality are two different things. Such trickery, eh? You know, how long would that take the average person to learn? You know, a few years study. You know, that's just rotten. The public defenders are pretty much against you. They're both going to make money no matter what. So, just a point of how much, right? We will see. Yeah, that'll be awesome, DJ. See, all these little keys. Knowing the difference between public and private is the key. That's yeah, you know that all caps name and right Libra Moon. It's mind fuckery. Legality usually violates true law. Yeah, public public pretenders. That's good, Steve. Yeah, how long have you spent learning this, Giant? In my life. See, the public and private thing, about a year before first case. Yeah. How did you do on your first case? Did you win? Just waiting for an acceptance from the college? Did you have to send in like a portfolio, DJ? Like some of your work or videos or stuff for them to look at? I know selection processes can be tough in some colleges and universities. You won your first case. Well, that would definitely give you the incentive to keep going, right? Imagine if you lost your first case. That would depress a lot of people. That would suck for me if I went in and I thought, okay, I've got enough knowledge. I'm going to win this. I lose. That would just suck big time. Horror of horrors. You end up in jail for like a year or something because you just sucked at doing it. You could have won. I suppose that'd give you a year to learn. Oh, that's awesome, Giant. Tell them to go suck it. Then you just become a corporate shill like them, eh? Oh, they were in the courthouse during the closing statement. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it, Scotty boy. If you've got somebody who's got some knowledge, you want to keep them out of the public uh, purview, right? Right, exactly, Giant. Yeah, I guess they'd want to take out any competition and bring it on board if they could. But yeah, I like the private. And see, there's so many little nuances to it, you know. So did you have to send in some work there, DJ? Yeah, you'd be under their rules for sure. Yeah. You meant opposite? Oh, okay. How rarely that happens. Okay. So you meant how rarely that happens instead of how often? Okay. Just like any other college going up that way. Okay. How often it happens. Okay. Bar has its own, legal rule system that we're probably not privy to, you know. Well, let's hope that's true. We have interesting people in the courts at the moment, especially in the States. I think I know what a woman is. Um, I'm not sure about you guys. So if that's the type of person that's going to be judging cases, um, we're doomed, you know. We know that Schwab and his ilk have infiltrated half the cabinets, probably half the courts. But if you do learn this system of getting out of the system, that seems to be our only recourse, like Giant's showing us, and Edward and Scotty. Yeah, yeah. See, that's the problem there. If you don't know enough, you're going to get screwed, right? That's uh, that's generally the rule, Scotty boy. Okay. Yeah. Huh. Yeah. That's so you studied for about a year, you know, and you were led down the right path throughout that study somehow, right? Because I could see a lot of people getting confused or misled on that path. Constitutional rights and law. Yeah. See, there's the whole maritime law thing too, as well, right? That enters into it too. You've already picked your first three classes. Awesome. Well, what are they? What are your classes called? Go the other way. Push through here. Hold on, I have to move something for the cat. He's about to do something ridiculous. Go this way. Right through here. Yeah, committing to stuff, right? That's a big problem. Once you commit to any of their questions. Yeah, it's his court, but you have. I guess you don't have to play by their rules. Is that kind of the gist of it? Because you're not that legal document or that trust. Hmm. Hey, Mediyar, how you doing? Hey, Karen Lynn, how you doing? It's the Black Law Dictionary. Oops, the law. Wow. Yeah, we're on that merry-go-round. Yeah, that's right, Giant. That's the tough part. When will most people cave? Right, the first threat, the second threat, the third threat. You know, because they're going to keep threatening you with stuff. You know, be constant threats, wouldn't it? And as you say, you did spend some time in jail. That would that would destroy a lot of people's lives. Have you thought of hiring yourself as a public defender? I guess would be the best term for it, but it wouldn't. I don't know if it would be illegal for you to use that, right? But would you be able to make a business out of helping people with their court cases? Our governor's an ass. Yeah, well, most of them are, Karen Lynn. Most of them are going to be. We have an election coming up, and I have nobody to vote for. I have three or four shill parties that are all globalists to vote for. It's a shit show. We're fucked. And there's one. Write yourself in. Yeah, I don't think I've been looking up write in law and trying to figure that out. Do you just put the name? How do you do that? You know, because there is a candidate, but he's not considered a candidate. So yeah, you'd kind of have to do advisory work, right, on the side. Voted for yourself? Okay, yeah. Well, maybe I can do that. Yeah, sure, JJ. Are you going to talk about law? Because that's kind of a subject here. We were on political. Yeah, see, there's another thing that takes a lot of knowledge too. There's all these things that we have to share. All right, Giant. Well, thanks for the information, and make some videos on it. Share it with us step by step. How we do that. You know what to know. I suppose you'd have to give the examples of your case and figure out what other things they could throw at you, and give people examples. That'd be a great series. You know, little 5 or 10 minute series, each video on, this situation comes up, this is what you do. This comes up, this is what you do. Little training videos. That would be awesome. Well, let me grab some headphones, DJ. How you doing,
Hey,
buddy?
I'm good, John. How are you?
Excellent. So you're off to college. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah, I am. I mean, it has taken me a little while to do it, but I am. So, yeah.
That is awesome. So what are the courses you're taking? You said you're signed up for 3 courses now?
Well, I'm not signed up for them yet. I just picked out what I want to take.
Okay. Well, let's put that out to the universe, and maybe we can make it happen, right? That's awesome.
Okay, well, the first one I'm gonna take is a college readiness writer class.
Say that again. It's a what?
College readiness writing class.
Oh, okay. College readiness class, right?
Yeah, yeah, for writing, you know.
For writing.
Yeah,
So like stories or
no, like to help me write essays or
okay, yeah,
papers,
yeah.
that that kind of stuff.
Scotty Boy's asking, is it pre-college like that? Kind of like a pre-college course,
Um, kind of. It's
like an entrance
they,
course.
yeah, they call it a developmental course.
Got it. Okay. Yeah.
So yeah,
Awesome.
and I'm actually taking two developmental courses. The other one is common sound experience. It's basically a class that helps you get used to being in college.
Okay. So college style. Uh, I guess you'd say program, right? Where you do college style work, like
Well,
you're
yeah,
doing essays and stuff like that. So
yeah. And the last one I'm taking is Introduction to Electronic Art.
cool. Yeah, that's where you're headed. That seems. Yeah, that's what you're doing, right? You're basically doing that with your editing, and
Yeah.
yeah, that'll be great. So you get to learn the newest systems that are out there.
Yeah.
Cool.
But
Are you thinking you might work in it, or are you just going to improve your videos, or
um,
because you've got
is
two channels going now, right?
well, kind of. But I'm kind of doing it to get better at videos
Okay.
because doing
Hi,
this,
Travis.
doing YouTube will hopefully be my career.
Okay.
So
Yeah. You have to get on some other platforms too. Do the multi-streaming thing, and you can have
yeah,
multiple incomes.
yeah, I'm not worried about that right now,
Yeah.
but yeah, I get what you mean.
Might be something to start because then you're building your viewer base, and then
Yeah,
when you do monetize, uh, you're ready for that.
yeah, I definitely get that. But yeah, I mean, it has taken me, well, 9 years since I graduated high school. So yeah,
Awesome. So it'll be quite a experience for you going back to college. That'll be
yeah,
neat.
yeah, and the only thing it has taken me this long is we didn't know
Hey Trey.
if I could with the type of diploma I graduated with.
But they accepted
So
it. They say, did you check
I
and make sure?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
And
Oh, we'll have to see, right?
yeah, and I said here's something hopefully within the next few weeks because we applied and got all my student information for the college,
Mm-hmm.
but I, d- I don't know if we're in yet.
Okay. So it'll take a couple weeks to know. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
all right. Let's
maybe.
hope. Let's hope they accept you. That's cool.
Yeah,
If not, you can do online courses or other. There's other ways to do stuff.
yeah, and that's how I've been learning for the past couple years is
Yeah.
doing online, but yeah,
Yeah. You could just keep doing that. I think, there's probably more advanced types of courses that you could do with teachers and stuff through colleges, and then you can get the degrees for them or whatever, the papers for them.
yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I mean, it's either way, it's gonna be cool. And now I'm gonna take this brick wall down because I don't actually have my green screen behind me right now.
Oh, I haven't even seen what you look like. Let's see. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't use that. Oh, that's cool. See, I don't even change my background. My background I have to physically change. I don't use.
Yeah, well, I'm actually not in my normal spot right now because we're about to do construction in my studio,
Oh yeah.
and we're gonna put up another wall for me. So
Oh, okay. You're sectioning off your house, are you? Is that for your studio? So you're for the sound or that?
yeah, and and plus, so my parents don't have to hear one side of the conversation.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah, I mean, the last time I talked to you, they were only hearing what I had to say and couldn't hear you at all. So,
Yeah, that's what my wife gets to experience, but she's gotten used to it.
yeah,
I could see like an older person how it would bother them, you know, just listening to somebody like on a phone conversation all the time. It is kind of
yeah,
just like being on the phone though, like we used to be. So I don't know why
yeah,
they have such a problem with it, but
yeah, but when it gets intense is when it's a problem because they're hearing me constantly talk to y'all
yeah,
and they're only getting what I'm saying,
yeah. And
but
do they think that you're calling them or talking to them sometimes?
sometimes, yeah. So,
Okay, yeah, that would get annoying.
yeah, so that's why we put it up that wall
Hmm.
so that doesn't happen much.
Not as much anyway,
Yeah,
eh? That's really nice of them. Building you a little studio.
yeah,
You
I
could put up
mean,
if you get it. You could put up that echo. The eggshell type
yeah,
wall.
yeah, I know what you mean, yeah,
Yeah, for sound dampening.
yeah, I mean, I, I could tell you, like, the whole front room of our house, I have just taken over
Good
be,
for you.
because, I normally don't want to be in my bedroom all the time doing this,
Yeah,
so, yeah. Mm.
cool. That's really awesome.
Yeah, so that's what we're doing soon, so it will definitely be helpful.
Yeah.
So
Karen Lynn says, "Very cool. You're an inspiration, young man." Good.
you, but
Awesome.
I'm not. I'm just a random guy who, I fit the stereotype of the grown adult son still living at home with his
There's a lot of
parents.
people in their 30s living at home with their parents these days.
Yeah,
That's a cliche these days.
yeah. So, and I'm not even in my 40s yet. So,
Yeah. Well, even with your
yeah,
disability, you're making it work and trying your best to.
yeah,
Yeah. So
yeah,
that's where I think you're an inspiration. A lot of people would just you give up and go with the flow like a leaf in the wind.
yeah.
You know.
I know, and there's some of my former classmates who have done that, and I don't blame them for doing that at all.
Mhm.
So
But doesn't it kind of take the life out of you? You know?
I mean, go with, just
Yeah.
to go a straight down path.
Well,
I,
hopefully they have dreams and hopes. You know?
I mean, yeah, I bet they do.
Yeah.
For them, it's a lot more simple than
Yeah.
what mine are.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Well, that's awesome.
I mean, trust me, if you could talk to any of my teachers, they would tell you that I was always, always trying to be active in class.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Awesome. Well, I think I'm going to go for dinner soon. I'm glad you came up,
Alright.
AJ, and I hope that works out for you.
Yeah. I was
If
it
it doesn't,
too.
I know you'll find another way. So
Yeah,
you're
and
very resourceful.
yeah, and I will let you know. So, yeah.
I'll watch for it. Awesome.
Alright.
Okay, we'll talk to you later.
Very
And
well.
for everyone in chat, much love to you all. Keep your third eye open, use your intelligence and your intuition. Until next time, we'll see you.
Yeah.